if that routine is there, you've got the time put aside to be able to make it work, and you've got it there as a priority.
Hey, I'm Trav. Back in 2010, I got hit hard with chronic fatigue syndrome, only 6 months after starting my new personal training business. I've spent the last 8 years researching and experimenting with my body to help get back to my best and beyond. I'm now sharing my story and my strategies with you so you can get back to living the life you love.
Hey, Trav here, holistic health and lifestyle coach, helping you make your comeback. Now today, you will learn how to be consistent with your treatment. Now, this is really important because consistently doing what looks after your health allows you to heal faster. And really that's what it's all about. We want to get back to our lives or living an even better life than we were before we got sick. But it doesn't work without consistency. So you really have to make this something that is just a habit for you. You know, you are doing everything like clockwork. You don't have to think about it. It's just like, no, this is what I need to do. So here are 7 ways that you can work on being more consistent with your treatment. Number 1, have a routine. Routine really makes things easier. Again, routine is just like, all right, I get out of bed and I do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. Simple. I know it might sound simple, but a lot of the time we get too distracted. We wake up and we go on Facebook and we have a look, and then there's a text message we need to reply to, and then our emails and what have you. But what if you didn't do that and you put that off and you got out of bed and you're like, right, I need to take my morning supplements, I want to do this thing, 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 I want to do this thing. And by 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning you've got 5, 6, 7, 8 different jobs done, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh, that was easy. I just followed my routine and that got easier. Alright, yeah, I can do that. No worries. Every day. Just follow that routine. Doesn't matter what your routine looks like, it's your routine. Okay? What's important to you? What are the things that look after your health? What are the things that help you earn money? What are the things that help you have joy? Catching up with friends, all that. Put them in your routine. Okay? It doesn't mean you have to have your day plotted out by the minute. Really, it's just like, okay, well, my weekdays fairly well look like this. My weekends fairly well look like this. And these are the things that I want to try and fit in here, so I'm just going to, alright, that probably fits best there, and that one fits best there, and that one fits best there, and blah, 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 blah. But if that routine is there, you've got the time put aside to be able to make it work, and you've got it there as a priority. So number 2, and I've mentioned this in other videos, keep a checklist for different things you're doing. Medication, supplements, health practices, whatever. Just keep your checklist, because that helps you with your routine. Alright? It's just like ticking things off. You can't remember everything. And if you do, you're using up really important brain power where a lot of the time you've got brain fog and you may not have access. If it's written down on a piece of paper or on your phone or some app, simple. You don't have to think about it, it's just there. What do I have to do? Routine. Oh, yep, do that. Cool, no worries. Check it off, done. Simple. You've got to use the easiest thing. Now, a lot of the time, the things that are simple if you do them, but if you don't do them, you know, it doesn't work. So let's go on to number 3. Say no more. No, I'm busy. No, thank you. No, I'm looking after me. You don't even have to give an explanation. Just say no. No. No to my phone ringing. No, I'm doing something more important right now. No to this email. No, I don't even need to check my emails today if I don't want to. No to someone knocking at the door. No to overtime, no to extra work, no to a commitment that is just going to really drain my energy and then I won't have the energy for the things that I really want to do. No. Okay? You're allowed to. You can do whatever you want with your time. This is all about looking after you, and to look after you, you're going to have to say no to the things that you don't want to do and yes to the things that you do want to do. And those things that you're saying yes to, they're going to be in that treatment protocol that you're working at. Okay? Yes to eating a better diet. Yes to taking all the supplements on time. Yes to doing this practice and whatever. Okay? Number 4. Have less commitments. It's really easy for us to get overcommitted these days. And a lot of people who are suffering from chronic fatigue or fibromyalgia are type A personalities, and we want to do everything, and we're really good at doing everything, and that's great, but it burns us out. So, less commitments. Okay, well maybe I'm going to pull back from that one thing. Maybe I'm going to pull back from that one thing. Maybe I'm going to pull back from that one thing. This might happen over the course of 6 or 12 months. if you don't make the conscious decision to do it now, it's probably going to be made for you further down the line when you're just like, I can't handle this, and you're going to speak up. Okay, and you speak up out of desperation. Whereas right now, if you were to speak up and say, you know what, I'm going to back off this thing because I think doing that will look after me. Frankly, I'm over it. I'm over it. I know I feel like I'm letting somebody down, but at the end of the day, you're not, because you got to look after you. They'll find somebody else to be able to help out with whatever that thing is. Or if it's a sporting thing, that's great. I love sport and I love participating and I love all the social benefits that come with it. But if that's detrimental to your health, then that's kind of hard too. So maybe you have to say, hey, I'm not going to play this season, but I'm going to try and come to the games. Because if you can turn up and support whoever the team is or whatever, then that's cool. But if you don't have an obligation to be there anymore, so you can, no, I need to stay home and just have an early night and look after myself, and that's okay. So less commitments all around if you can possibly do it. Now, there's always things that you can say no to and just like, nah, maybe I'll back off that, all right? Just have a look at where your life is, what's going on, all the different things, and can you have less commitments or more flexible commitments so you don't absolutely have to be there. It's like, if I feel up to it, I'll go, but if I don't, I don't. All right? That's cool. So, number 5, prioritize looking after your health over everything else. This is number 1. You are number 1. You don't have your health at the moment. Getting it back means you can do more. You can have a life. You can earn more money. You can go and do the things you wanted to do. But if you don't prioritize your health, those things just become a distant dream. Okay? It's going to take longer to get there if you keep looking after everybody else or doing all these other things. So look after you. Prioritize you. I get up and I look after me. Okay? Because me, I'm the most important person in my life. Without me, I can't do any of the rest of my stuff. Okay? I can't, if I'm not healthy, I can't go and do the fun stuff that I want to do. And then that's where's the joy in life there? So I'm going to stress this all the time. Prioritize looking after your health. You want to be consistent with everything? It's got to come back to this. All right, I'm going a bit slack with this. Why am I doing it? To look after me so I can get my life back. Oh yeah, okay, so that's why consistency is there. All right, cool, got it, no worries. Number 6, celebrate your consistency. Reward yourself. Look back on everything that you've done. See how far you've come. Okay, because I guarantee that if you've started with something, I mean, if you're watching this, you've started to pursue knowledge, to learn what's going on, to see, oh, how can I get better? Okay, so you might not have had any interest in health before, and now you have an interest in health and you're looking. Great. That's a big step for you. You're now aware. All right? That's just one thing. But it could be, oh, I'm eating a little bit better. I'm going to bed a little bit earlier. I'm sleeping a little better. I'm spending more time around good people. All of these different things. All right? They add up to big stuff. But you've got to be consistent with that sort of thing. And celebrate that. Celebrate it. Be grateful for how much work you've put in and how far you've come. Because no one else is going to be. Doesn't affect them, so it doesn't matter. You celebrate those small victories that keep you on track towards where you want to go. That's what it's all about. You want to be consistent? Celebrate it. Number 7. Don't get upset with a hiccup. Don't get upset with a cheat meal. Don't get upset with a bad day. Don't get upset with whatever, okay? Things are going to happen, and you're gonna get stressed out, and you're going to eat that chocolate brownie, or you're going to eat that ice cream, or you're going to forget to take your supplements one day, or you're going to get tired and just not want to do anything for a week or two, okay? It's going to happen. Just start over. Start over the next day. Start over the next meal. Start over right now, okay? It is going to happen. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to lose your mind. You're going to just want to give up. And you might. But you know what? You give up. And then you're going to look back and you're like, no, I've got to do this. I've got to do this. I've got to look after me. I've got to look after me. If I want that, if I want my life back, I've got to look after me. So don't get upset with it. It's going to happen. You cannot get this perfect. There is no such thing as perfect. There is only such thing as doing your best. Did you do your best? Yes. Was my best really, really good today? No. Is that okay? Yeah. I mean, it was my best. I can't do any better than that. So don't get upset with these little hiccups. They're going to happen. Just start over. We're like, yeah, okay, no worries. You can beat yourself up over it, but really it doesn't achieve anything. Just get back to it. Get started. Look, if you can be consistent on a daily basis, things are going to speed up very quickly. So over the next month, work on that consistency. Work on building a routine. Make a checklist up. Maybe try and say no a little bit more. Try and reduce some of those commitments. See what happens. Like, even after a few days of saying no to stuff, you'll have more time to yourself, more time to look after you. Alright? It only takes a little bit of work to make this happen. And that work is, it doesn't take much. Just one decision. Make a decision, take action. That action will now become consistent action in your life, and you will find things a whole lot easier, and your recovery will speed up much faster. If you like this and you want more tips like this, you can grab your free cheat sheet from conquerchronicfatigue.com. The link is in the description. You will get answers to the most common questions that I have been asked on how to recover from chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia. Now, this took me years to put together. Tons of research, over $150,000 spent in my own recovery and research courses, all sorts of things to find the answers to these questions. I'm going to give them to you for free because I want to help you get back to your best. So, go make your comeback and we'll talk again soon.